Okay. Let's see. Testing, yes. Audio working. Flux capacitor fluxing. Okay. Game moving. Okay, whoops. Whoops. Get my chat up. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Chris Unlimited and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing a very choppy game called Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Now, I have been working on this for a little bit, and while streaming, this has only gotten, it's not quite as smooth walking, but the parts seem to be going in okay. So we're just gonna hang out and repair some cars. The walking around, I mean, honestly, is not that whatever in the game, so... Oh! I've never had a door before. Well, let me embarrass myself by doing something I've never done before. Sure, sure. Oh, that's a lovely door. Yes, I like it. What? I don't think I can do this. Hood. Trunk. Alright. Front window. Ooh, can I don't even know if I can repair these. I'll be darned I can. Ha ha ha. Cool. Hood, rear left door, right. Rear right door. Okay. I might be able to take these in my table. Trunk. Do you want your bumpers done? Front left fender, right. Front right fender. Headlights. Okay. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of rust damage there, buddy. Quite a bit of rust damage. I love the way I can just pull these right off. No tools, no, you know, like screws or bolts. Nah, we don't have any of that. All right, first let me see if I can, like I said, the walking's a little choppy. I can't repair them. Really? Okay, good to know. So far, I have been seriously enjoying this game. And I think probably more than what I should, just because... Let's talk a little bit about it, okay? So... that one was barely hurt. Why do you want that replaced? Oh, door window. Okay, yeah, we don't want that done. Hey! Slime Man, how's it going? Let's freaking go! Yes, let's definitely go. Alright, let's see. I think... how do I want to... okay, I haven't done bodywork, like, hardly at all, so... now that I have a car that needs bodywork, I'm like, what do I do? Let's see. Oh, I need to call up my... yeah, my kajigger here. Let's see. We need some body work. Let's go to the body shop. Body shop. I need a hood. Not just... you just have one called hood? Finally. Okay. You gonna play some Ravenfield? Nice. Let's see. I need a Bolt Chapman hood. Can I get... oh, wait. No. Go back. Okay. I want to add this to my shopping list. Actually, no, just... oh, maybe that one. Yeah, this guy had some pretty bad front window. Okay, what is my... I need at least 49%, so What? Yeah, this window right here can be taken off the list. All the rest of that though I need. Okay. Okay, so I need one of these Bolt Chapman. Hood. Okay, hold on. I'm noticing something. Bolt Chap. Bam! There's all my... Oh, okay. Rear left door window. Front left door. No. Rear. I need rears. Okay, rear. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the windows just because I can. Front. No, not rear, not rear, not rear. Front window. Or windshield, as they're known. Front right fender, yes. Where's the front left fender? Okay, we definitely need the headlights. I didn't mark those, but we do. And trunk. Yes. Where's the... No, wait, the front left fender. Here we go. Okay, let's see if we can put this on. Hey, Red Sword, how's it going, man? Can I get to the body? Oh, let's just close that. Okay, assemble mode, yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, put that on, there we go. Put this on, there we go. I didn't have to jack it up, what do you think? This is the first car repair I've had to do, and I didn't have to put it up in the air. Oh, those are very sleek, but I don't have the... God, you need a lot more work. But I'm just gonna repair what I was told. Okay. Right headlight, front one, okay. Can we put that down? Okay. This mode, please. Thank you. Front window. Ba-bam. Manirin Ho Ultra Adventures? I don't know. I've never seen it. Take off part. Alright, we'll take these two out. Boy, that is so much easier than doing it in real life. I mean, I definitely check it out and see if it was something I wanted to play. Alright. Well, that was pretty painless. Is that all I have to do? Yes. Rear left door window missing. What? Okay. You know what, game? If you're gonna be picky like that, technically that should have been replaced when I put the door on. I mean, that is not something you just do separate, so... There we go. Alright, that's down. Okay, let's see. What other calls do I have? Let's see. Whoops, didn't make it to that one in time. Control car feels loose, knocking sound coming from suspension. Braking system needs fixed. Alright. We got a suspension and brake job here, boys. Ooh, I like the color. Man, if you give me like... I'd say 5 minutes, but nah, give me a few minutes with this one in the shop there. Let me knock the rust off. That would be great. Alright, let's move you to car lift A. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Like I said, I know the walking in this game's a little janky. When I play it, it's smooth, but it's slow. So I'm going to assume that the slight choppiness that we're getting as I walk is just because of my streaming software. All right, so I don't want the exhaust. I can see right away we have some problems here. Okay. So basically in this game, which I wish real life was like, I so wish that when you went to a car, you could just look at it and be like, yep, you see that part right there? It's all rusted. That needs to be replaced. But they don't always, you know, they're not always that obvious. So, all right, what are they saying needs replaced? Controlling car, okay, so suspension definitely, but they don't know what the problem is. Knocking wheel hub bearing, you know one part of it, okay. And brake system needs fixing. We probably at least need new brakes, okay. Alright, so step one, we're going to take tire off. Because that's what you do down here in the garage. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the brake system, yeah. And take off the brakes just because we need to look at them anyway. 59%. Yeah, brake pad 1%, yeah. Here's your problem, buddy. Let's see. That was at 57%. What is your 55? Yeah, so that's okay. That's good. How about in here? We need to look at the zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks okay. Normally the pieces I'm getting rid of, like, you know, see this outer tie rod right here? Completely rusted? Yeah, that's a problem. That's your problem. You got moths. Okay, we need to... This definitely needs replaced. And probably this wishbone shock absorber as well. What's the status on that? Oh, fine, don't tell me. Alright, what else we got? I mean, here's where it's going to get you. It's going to tell you don't know. See these rubber bushings? Those are totally need to be replaced. I will guarantee you anything they need to be replaced. Okay, so far part not discovered. Really? No, wait. Wheel hub, sway bar, outer tie rod, double wishbone, front spark absorber. Yep. Okay, so you got all that. Brake pad, definitely. Let's see. I'm trying to ascertain if I need to replace the steering rack, and I'm almost 100% sure I need to. Can you, taking off, oh gee, can it be examined by taking off the car? I wasn't aware. What about rubber bushing? Take those. 9 times out of 10, if I'm missing a part, it's a rubber bushing. I've learned that from this game. It's like, nope. We're gonna make you take it off the car. Okay. Alright, let's have a look-see over here. Okay, so I'm not showing anything really rusted out, which I guess is okay. But then that leads me to wonder... Controlling car feels loose. Okay, so everything on the left side there was completely out of whack, but you know what? I gotta take this off anyway because we need to take a look at the brakes. Oh yeah, that looks awful. Let's see. 17%, that needs to come off. Brake pads. Really, I guess there's no reason to look at the brake pads because, you know, this part needs to come off anyway. These are okay. I mean, I personally, well, they're not even halfway used, so nah. They're fine. But this definitely needs off. Okay, is that part of the, nope. Part of this, though. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not finding major problems on here with this side, so let's take off the back tires, because it's fun. Okay. We know we've got brake issues, so we're going to take this off. Oh, Lord, yes, that shoe. Yikes. completely rusted all the way through, man. Okay, leaf springs, they definitely need to be replaced. Oh, pardon me, I didn't hit the right. Yep, take those nuts off, there you go. Get your leaf spring U-bolts here. Leaf spring U-bolt. Take that off. Yeah, 10%. 14%. Awful. Awful. Yeah, so the relief spring also needs off. Okay, the good news is that you can take it off without having to take the tire off. The bad news is we still got to take the tire off because we have to look at the brakes. Them's the brakes, man. Them's the brakes. Okay. Just for right now, let me go ahead and let me get back to my part shop. Oh, no, stop right there. Get back. Yes, I need one of those. I need one of these. Actually, I need 2 of these, sorry, and I need 3 more of these. Thank you. I'm glad in this world that all leaf spring plates are universal. In the real world, that's not a thing. Also, these things, they come in many sizes. It's not a thing. Yeah. It's kind of like they have like shock absorber. It's like one shock absorber. It doesn't fit every car. It's not a universal part. Whoops. Okay, get back in here. I also hate that I can't jump back and forth with one button, so. Focus. Okay. Put the plate on. Very good. Get your bolts in. Very good. There we go. Put this one on. There we go. Okay, give her a check here. Okay, that was all. Control car feels loose. Leaf springs were off. I don't know why that would be under control, but I mean, that's more of like a shock, bouncy kind of thing. Okay, we've defined everything. Nope, we still got... Okay. I'm guessing the brakes on this side are just shot. At least the shoes and probably the disc as well. Oh no, that cover. Yeah, brake. Oh, that's the. Yeah, that's right. It's a drum. It's a disc brake, or not disc brakes. These are drum brakes. Yeah. Now what? Didn't we give them another name? Didn't they used to have another name? Okay, so I need 2 shoes, 2 pads. No, 2 shoes, 1 pad, 1 drum. Honestly, okay. Yeah, if you're gonna replace brakes, like especially brake pads, you probably want to do both sides. Never in my life have I done where it's like, oh, you just need one. You usually do both because hey, they need it. But this game, on the other hand, says nah. Okay, I need 1 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 2 of these. And these things are a pain in the butt to replace, let me tell you. Because they make it look like you just go pop and drop. Do you know how many springs are in between these two? I mean, like, you literally need, there's a tool. Unless you want to spend 5 hours getting it on there just right. There is a tool that you have to put on this to actually get it to where you can put the spring on the little mechanism. It's a specialized tool. It sucks. But them's the brakes. Them's the brakes when you're dealing with brakes. Yep, if you've ever been poor, you understand, man. Being poor as a kid, as an adult too, but you learn right away that, hey, you need to be your own mechanic because you can go down to the store, you can buy brakes for like what, 40 bucks? 20 to 40 bucks depending on the brake pads and whatever you need. What else? If you need new calipers or not, you know, you can go down there and get them for like 20 to 40 bucks. But if you have a mechanic put them on, suddenly it's like a $500 bill. It's like, whoa. I can take that. It's 2 bolts. I can take them off. And, well, you got to jack up the car and take the tire off, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that was fine. Okay, what am I... Oh. Oh, yes, we need to replace these parts. Okay, so we need... sway bar front end link B. Hey, Matt, how's it going? I love the fact that they give you this little thing. You can just sit here and order parts while you're under the car. And they just automatically pop up. It's great. Okay. Yes, we got a brand new one of those. We're going to need a double... let me take a look at that. We can save some money. Unfortunately, you have to build these, so... Need a spring puller. Yeah, we're working on cars today. We're getting down the nitty-gritty. Okay, we need the double wishbone shock absorber and the front shock absorber cap. The front spring's 70%. It's safe enough to work with. We're fine. Okay, so we just need the double wishbone and the cap. Let me get on the horn here. Shock. Okay. Give me the double wishbone shock absorber and one front cap, please. Thank you. All right. And we're going to take it apart. Yes, I'd like you to take that apart. The animation in this, like, really... Okay, and then give me the parts. Okay, now we need to put it back together. I'd like to use the brand new shock absorber. Oh, I have an 80 spring. Apparently I have an, I'll just use the 70. We might have one later. I have some parts that I mean, they're good enough I don't get rid of, so you save a little money here and there. But the problem is I usually order new. I've been like, oh, you had this in the back. Yeah. All right, there we go. We built our shock absorber. This would be a pretty car if they didn't have so much rust on it, but, you know. You know how it is. I completely understand. We're not here to restore this. We're here to maintain it. Although I am going for a barn find. I wanted to do that on stream as long as this thing would stream okay. Is the game running all right? Because I can never tell. I mean, I know it's choppy when I walk around, but it's slow when I normally do it, and I really don't pay it any mind. I mean, the majority of the game is, hey, the part comes on and we screw it down, so I don't think it's a big problem, but it could be. So, yeah, I'd like to swing myself over to here. There we go. See, and if you move by just going from part to part, that looks really bad, but it's like 70%, so we're fine. Yeah, and these brakes are 60%. They're good. They're okay enough. Unless you want to spend like $5,000 on a brake job, they're okay enough. There we go. Also, I have been upgrading myself, you know, the speed at which I can screw a nut now. It's blinding. I like that car. It's like a El Camino or something. Yeah, it's got the, you know, the truck bed. It's a pretty sweet looking car. You need a paint job, buddy. You really do. Look at all the scratches. Yee. And anyway, let me see. Did I get everything you wanted done? Uh-oh. Wheel hub bearing. All right, which one of you guys? Which one of you guys? See, I know better. I never should put on tires until I'm done actually. Yeah, because I have no idea which one it is. Oh, it should be like, yeah, right front. Hold on, it's easy enough to check. No, that one looks okay. I didn't see it when I was working on it, so Oh my god, I've been playing this for a few days. You know, at night, I'm up like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, I gotta get this brake job done. I'm like, no. Come on, man, leave it alone. I don't think it's a front one. I don't. But we'll make sure. I'm gonna double check because I drive myself nuts once it's like, yeah, I've got this done. Then I have to come back and like pull everything off, so. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that one could be. It's a little rusted. Just a little. Oh, 10%. Yeah, that was it. Wheel hub bearing. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna slap her on in. You guys ever had to work on a car? Like repair something because you're broke and it's the only way it's gonna be getting done? Man, I don't know what it was. When I was in high school, it's like all the parents, if they needed something, like you were over at a buddy's house and they're like, hey, we're gonna have you changing the brakes over there on that car there. And you know, they've already, you know, whatever buddy you're with, they're like, yeah, I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, okay, so you learn how to do brakes, you know. You go over to a buddy's house, they're like, yep, we're just mechanics, that's all it is. They're like, well, if you give it to a teenager, they'll take it apart. I don't trust most teenagers to take my car apart, but, you know. All right, I don't want to do a story mission just yet. I'm trying to get like 100K. KGB! Are you feeling better, KGB? Let's see. This guy has a lot of problems. Choppy, put new engine oil and filter. Timing needs replaced. Car's filter need replaced. Poor brake performance. I mean, I could do it. But do I wanna? Oh, the exhausts are fun too. Because it's like 5 seconds. Just take off the exhaust and put it on. I kind of like the suspension. I like doing the suspension ones that clunk and rattle. What's this one? Suspension, brakes, and gearbox. Sure. That sounds like fun. Alright, so we know how... No, 100% first of all, you got to get the car up on the rack. I'll tell you the most annoying thing. The thing I really almost hate to do on this is the engine work where you got to pull the pistons. And it's because... It's a two-part process. First, you have to get the car, first you have to, get in just right here, take out the parts, and you got to put it up, take some parts off the bottom, then you got to put it down, take the pistons out. Paris Island. Ooh, fancy. All right, so let's see. First of all, what do we got for gearbox? It's just the gearbox. Is the starter on it? I'm betting it is. Yep. Check this out. Okay, so under the car, right, there's a starter. I guarantee you it's going to tell me. Oh, no. See, normally if they put it right here, right, half the time when you're in the car, it'll let you pull it off from the bottom. You know what the other half is? You got to put the car down, take it out from the top. It's in the same darn spot, though. It's like, are you guys kidding me? Okay, we have to take off the drive shaft. Yeah, this is like an all-day job. There's no way you get this done in like 5 minutes. And you take this off, and then all the pulleys and all this stuff just falls off. It's like, yeah. All right, so we just took off. I love the fact that you do this. Gearbox V8. Okay. Yeah, I need a gear box. Can't spell. Can't type. I just need a gearbox V8. Not a V6. Not a V8 4x4. Just a gearbox V8. Yes, okay. No OHV. No HIJK elemental P. Just that one right there. There you go. See, normally, like, depending on your mechanic, they don't just buy this piece as one piece. Like, they'll replace the gears inside it, because they're cheaper. Well, with labor, but or they don't just sell just a whole gearbox like that. That's like that's a part that came with the car from the factory. You know, you'd be taking that transmission apart, man. That ain't the way you do it. Okay, so we got brakes we got to take care of. Suspension rattling. Oh, good God, look at that thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a lot of rusted parts. We're gonna be working for days. Okay. Yeah, changing tires out, rotating tires. You know, as a teenager, that's just things you do, because 8%. Ugh. How's the brake pads? 62. What's your? I mean, that's a bare minimum. I'd probably replace them anyway. Ooh, you definitely need new drum. Yes. Yeah, that hub is just nothing but dust. Yep. Also, you need a new outer tie rod over here. You can tell because it's rusted. Your front shock absorber is shot. Sway bar also needs replaced. Yep, 10%. Oh, Marine boot camp. Well, you know, here I was thinking a romantic getaway with your girl. You know, Paris, wee wee. And you're over there, hut 234ing. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you mind? See, like this part right here? I can take it off by just ducking in here. Nope, you have to get it from the engine bay. Well, I didn't want to do that anyway. Okay. Yeah, you need a new brake caliper. Okay. Yeah, brake caliper is just... It's gone. Brake pads were not bad. Alright, let's... I should become a car mechanic? I used to work on these as a kid. You know, I mean, like I said, when you're poor and you don't... You know, you absolutely have something that you need done, you're going to be the one that does it. And this game is very simplistic, but it does cover a lot of things. Like, honestly, yeah, it takes way longer to do this in real life. I mean, obviously, you know, it doesn't come off in 5 seconds. They're also not showing you, like, if you've ever had to replace any part of your exhaust in the middle of January, yeah, you'd understand why you don't want to be a mechanic. You know, we don't all have these lovely heated garages where we could just pull something in and be like, yeah, it's okay. You're out there in negative 30-degree weather working on a metal pipe with your bare hands because you can't afford gloves. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. But I've had to do it. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure these bushings are... No, that was okay. Anytime I have a thing where it's like, oh, you haven't found all the pieces, it's the rubber bushings. Every single time. Alright, well, we're going to set this down for a second. Because I want to get rid of that one part that I absolutely know I can't get to except inside the car. But the majority of all this stuff I've replaced. I mean, I haven't actually torn a complete engine down in my life, but I've had to replace, like, head gaskets, which is something this game doesn't even know. It depends on what's wrong with the car. If you just got brake issues, a couple hours. Let's see. I need... Nope. ABS. I'm saying ASB. What am I doing? It's anti-lock brake system. can you ABS? Yes, I need the module. Yeah, that right there. Also, these are not one size fits every car. Every car has its own unique, like, size. Sometimes you can get, like, a model, like a Dodge or a, you know, certain ones that it can take, you know, okay, well, this fits, like, 4 different models. But, in general, you need something. God, oh, that would have made all my... if I would have owned one of these, which, I mean, who owns this except for shops, right? If I would have owned one of these when I was a teenager, I probably would have became a mechanic. Because, I mean, Jesus, if you've got the ability to just lift a car up... Okay, I need an outer tie rod. Yeah, I think I would have kept all of our cars in working order. Just been like, you need a new one of these. Let me just pull it up on the thing and get that taken care of for you. Okay. Alright, so that's that one outer tie rod. There we go. You know what I like best about this game, though? And this is probably what's selling me on the game. Oh, and a front shock absorber A. Let me see. Let me take that apart. As much as this I used to do as a teenager, I could still move and walk and, you know, lift my arms and have a little bit of muscle control. The fact that I can't do it now, that's the problem. Because I used to hate working on a car because it occupied a lot of my weekends. I'd bust my butt at school, you know, barely scraping by. But I would bust my butt at school, and then I would have to, on the weekends, something needed repaired. You know, it's like, and you got to do it, it's your family car, you know? Oh, we got to get this taken care of, otherwise we can't drive, I can't go to work. So, you know, that's where you spend your weekends. If it wasn't my car, it was a buddy's car. You know, their parents, same thing. It's like, I used to hate working on cars. It dominated. Your weekends. Front is not. No, do this. Shock. It was terrible. Wait. What part do I actually... Will you quit for a minute? Okay. I wasn't paying attention to which parts I needed. But yeah, I hated it. I wanted to, you know... It's my weekend. I want to goof off, you know? No. Okay, so we need the cap. Do I have a front spring up here? In decent condition? I do. Do I have a front cap? I do not. Alright, I already got a spring that's in decent condition, so... Alright, I just need the cap. No, don't order... Thank you. There we go. But yeah, it really kind of depends. This game, though, has aggravated me some days. Oh, that is a spring to that. I need a front shock absorber. Wait. No, I need front shock absorber A. Okay, front shock absorber A. Buy one. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I'd like that, with that, and that. Put it together. See, I had this one order, the guy come in and he was like, oh, I'm an internet something or other, and I want my car to do this and this, but it you know, it's like lacking power. Could you fix some rims and do something? And honestly, all I had to do was just replace the rims. But I decided to be smart and be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, he's an internet guy. He's a YouTuber. That's what he was. He was a YouTuber. And he's like wanting this sweet car and he wants some rims. So I got him some expensive rims and some racing tires, right? And I went ahead and put it on here. I'm talking in game, not in real life. You know, I put it on here and then I'm sitting there. I couldn't get the tires to mount on the car, and I'm like, why? I forgot you had to use the balancer. I sold them and then had to rebuy them again. I'm like, really? Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, I forgot you had to balance them. So in that respect, the game does have some real chops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'll be fine. Hey, Master made it. Welcome to stream, Master. We're just hanging out in my garage repairing things. Sound good? It's what every teenager when I grew up, this is what you did on the weekends. You were repairing something in a garage. Well, let me rephrase that. You were repairing something, and hopefully it was in a garage. Okay. Wheel hub bearing. Okay. Oh yeah, are you so broke you only have the one vehicle? And then it's like you need to repair something you need to go get at the store. So you take it off because you don't want to go there without having the part. Trust me, you'll never get the part you need. So you have to take the part off, then you have to go walk it to the store, hope that they get the right, the one that they have it in stock, because you don't want to have to put it back, have to go somewhere else to get it. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, that was terrible. My life is broke. Break. All right, I need one of these. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna stick that right on there. There we go. I need. Got that. I need a caliper. Yes. Don't need shoes. Don't need pads. No, that's actually okay. Okay. You know, the fact that... Yeah, we know we need that. Okay. Wait, we're already here. There, we'll put that on. Also, if you're going to replace the brake caliper, you're also going to just go ahead and do this cylinder too. Because to the best of my knowledge, I don't remember those two being separate. It came with the thing, so... But yeah, this game has them separated, and it's okay with me just doing whatever, so... I'm fine. It's all good. Okay. So I have two parts that aren't discovered yet. I'm going to bet it's a rubber bushing, but I'm going to continue on inspecting my brakes. I'm not going to put the tires on yet, though. Not until we get every part found, because sometimes they like to throw you a curveball to where you have to take the tire off again. Whoop. Oh yeah, I need another brake caliper. Okay. But yeah, there is a lot of realism to this game, which I appreciate. But yeah, I think the reason why I like it... What am I repairing? Oh, we're working on... this guy's suspension is rattling. So we're tracking that down. I just got all of it except the missing two pieces, which I think are rubber bearings. And he needs a brake job. So we've had two front we had to replace the calipers on. The brake shoes or the brake pads were okay. I'm getting ready to head to the back. And he had a gearbox problem, which we fixed. So I also love the fact this is so much quicker than real life. All right, let's start by taking the tires off. Yeah, I'm working on getting some money so I can go. Let me just inspect. Can I inspect the brake from here? Yes, I can. Where's my... No, give me it back. Oh, 17%. Yeah, those have got to come off. I'm gonna pull a car in to restore it, but you gotta have like a lot of money to do that. Obviously, that's a rich man's hobby right there. I am not a rich man. I'm getting there though. In game, yeah. No, not in real life. I got 64. I'd like to have $64,000. I'm pretty sure this brake pad needs replaced, but let's just examine it. No sense to take. Yeah, that's 6%. I was almost certain that that was what the problem was. Mainly because I couldn't see what else was wrong. Alright, so we need... Oh, we need to dial up our... Get out our tablet here. I need two... Technically 4. I need 2 sets of brake pads. 2 sets of brake pads. And this car is all disc brakes, so we're good. Okay. Put the pads on, put the calipers on, the cylinder on. Tighten up these bolts. Okay, we're gonna put these on. 75 is good enough. Good enough. Now, what am I missing? Brakes are done, gearbox is done, suspension. Alright, technically I shouldn't have to pull this off, so... I'm betting it's a bushing somewhere. What I don't... One thing I really don't like about this game, though, it's like... That bushing looks okay. Okay. These bushings look alright. I'm guessing it's the front one, but it might not be. But I got 2 of them I gotta find. Oh, hold on. That rear shock absorber cap. Ah, that was one of the pieces. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Let's just order that. I love the fact that it's like instantaneous. No, over. Thank you. Alright, we'll just put that on real quick. Okay. Whoop. Alright, did I check the other one? That's the... See, normally it's like... Yeah, see, that one's not all covered with rust, so it should be fine. I'm guarantee you it's a bushing somewhere. It's just one of them little rubber things. I've gotten angry with this game. I have torn... I've been like, that's it. I'm done. I've taken the entire thing apart. That bushing looks a little off. Nope, 66. It's okay. See, the only way to tell is by taking them off, so... I mean, with a 100%, you know... Yeah, can I take that one out? 75, it's okay. As you can see, I've got quite a few. I have a good collection of those. I'm gonna bet it's up front. Okay, now... This usually has, what is it? Yeah, so in order to check those, I've got to take that whole piece off, which... Let me just try these. That's 80, nope. Okay. There's another one back here. If I get situated on this. See, it's got, you can tell it's worn. It's just, nah, it's 60. I could see that from there. How the heck? Okay. Yeah, we still got one piece that we haven't discovered. It's almost always a bushing. How about that one over there? If I don't find it, then I start taking the pieces off. At 70%, it's fine. Okay. Let's try this one. Condition unknown. 86%. I want to say they look worse when they're just terrible, but okay. Flip back here. Okay, so now we're going to start taking off. $77, $87, $63. Not it. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not overly complicated, which is what I appreciate about the game. But it does have some fairly decent realism to it, which makes it cool. I hear they're coming out with a new one, and I waited for this one to go on sale because, one, I wasn't sure my machine would actually play it, but it's actually been really fun. 69, 63, 71. Nope, that's not it. Alright, so that honestly tells me that it's got to be in the back. It's got to be in the back. It's just something I didn't see. Not putting the tires on. I put the tire on here. It's got to be over here. That's just the way my luck is. Never put a tire on unless you know all the pieces you've got. Okay. Alright, so let's take a... I mean, the right side had that problem with the top cap, and usually, as you're looking at this, the game makes it to where it's just obvious, or usually obvious, what piece is wrong, because it's either covered in rust or it looks extremely worn. This is not quite rusty enough to be an issue, so let's go over here. Fuel tank, nope. It's a suspension issue, so is it a bushing? We don't know the condition. Okay. 62. Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't look bad enough to, you know, need repaired. What about this one? Nope. You can double check by seeing if you really got it. Okay, now if I can't pin it down, I'm just going to start taking everything off. Which is a pain in the butt, but honestly, it's about the only thing you've got left. It's like, well, we're going to start dismantling everything. And the fact that it doesn't know what it is yet means it's something you haven't taken off yet. I took off this bushing, right? Yeah, 75%. What about... I mean, it looks good. It looks good. So what do we... Okay, we have these little guys. Everything looks... It looks decent enough not to be the issue. Alright, what about this side? We might find a culprit here. What are you? No. Okay. Okay, boys. It's time to start taking everything off. It is not obvious. I know it's a bushing. It is a bushing somewhere. It is a bushing. Yeah, I mean, all this is good. But because I can't find it, I'm gonna have to take everything off. Okay. Oh, right here. You pay attention to the... That's 78, so that's not it. This I know is not going to be the problem. Yeah, so where's my problem? That's the... Nope. Shock absorber. Nope. So you can always check with your thing, and it's saying that's not it. So that shock absorber looks clean. It's just a spring. It's not that rusted. Okay, so I took off all the parts that had bushings. Alright, so we'll go over here to this side. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's any of that. We'll take off the shock absorber, though. Yeah, see, like 64%. Take out this bushing over here. I know, I don't look at these like... It's like, how couldn't you see that? Well, I just know right where it is. Okay. I mean, all the rest of this, I could take that tire off, but I don't wanna. I took out these bushings, right? Yep. Let me check the other side just to make sure. I'm double checking my work. Don't want to get myself in trouble. Well, looky here. We have some bushings I didn't get a hold of yet. They looked okay though. %70. Oh, what about the one over here? That's 86. Yeah, these are fine. Honestly, I don't see anything in the rear that is going to be the problem. So that just leaves old front up here. What is your deal? You're coming off. Because it's with suspension, that's why I'm not looking anywhere else. I'm just going to take these off to make sure I've got everybody. Yeah, see, none of that's the problem. What do you got? We got... Yeah, it's 80%, so... I mean, I could just be blind today, but... Usually these suspension jobs are not this hard. Bushing? 65%. 80%. 68%. Yeah, see, this is one of those ones that's starting to be a pain in the butt. Oh, what a percentage are you? 70%. See? Did I... Part not discovered. What else is suspension? Alright, well, we're going to take it off. We're gonna bare bones it. We're gonna bare bones it till it decides it's gonna give it to us. Now, see, if it was telling me that it knew what the part was, but that it just hadn't been replaced. Sometimes I put a part back on the car that looked like it was good enough, but the percentage that they wanted was a little higher. I've done that and spent all night going, why is this not working? Only to figure out it's like, oh, it was me being a dum-dum. I put a part back on that was like 2% less than what they wanted on there. So, I mean, I'll take the steering rack off. We're down to nothing pretty much. What's still holding? Oh, okay. I just took that shock absorber off too. Okay. These knuckles are fine. Seriously fine. And that other thing right there that's rusted is brakes. So I've taken this off. Still haven't discovered the part, so we gotta go back to the rear. Wait. There's one more. Hold on. Yeah, I can't think of anything. We got all the bushings. We got everything off of it. There's nothing. There's nothing. Alright, so we got... I mean, the only thing I can do is take that off. Like, completely. Now we're going to take this off. And disassemble the shock absorber. Part not discovered yet, okay. See, that's where the problem lies. If you can't get the... It shouldn't be any of this. It shouldn't be. Wheel hub bearing. Is it a wheel hub bearing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wheel hub bearing. God, I replaced one on the other side. Why did I not think of that here? Because... I was thinking that was part of the brakes. That's why. Of course it's suspension. How foolish of me. Some of the things that they put in this, it's like, really? You made me take off this entire car for something that I would classify as brakes. Not cool, man. Not cool. Yeah, I got your rubber bushings right here. Yeah, can we focus on there? Because I got to put a rubber... I got to put a rubber bushing in there. Okay. Shock absorber, yeah, stick that back on. This doodad, put that over there. Here we go. So, welcome back to tearing apart a car for no reason. Okay. Put that back up here. Yeah, I want to go for a barn find. I want to find a a rusted out old heap that we can take completely apart and put back together and restore it. Oh wait, I'm waiting on getting the paint thing. That's what I'm waiting on. I got to get the paint. I don't have the spot to paint cars yet. And I'll tell you right now what's the stupidest thing at all with this game. I mean, I like playing it, but when you start the game off, right, like the tutorial, it says that you needed to change the oil or something in this car. So, actually no, it didn't say that. What it said was, to complete the tutorial, do a lap around the track. So I said, okay, but you had two cars sitting there. There was this newer car that you needed to put oil in, and there was this older car that was just completely rusted out that, like, the beginning, like, cutscene movie thing shows, like, your character going to the barn and finding it and pulling it off, and it's like, wow, this is amazing, and, you know, bringing it in. I was tearing that part down just for fun, you know, just sitting there just tearing it apart, and then realizing, well, I only have like $30,000. So that's just the tutorial level, though. The entire garage is open. So I put oil in the other car and I took it for a test drive around the track, and then it loaded. It's like, okay, go back to your garage. I go back, it's not the same garage. It's only like a one-bay garage. Apparently that was just for the tutorial. I sat there for, I don't know, 2 hours tearing apart this car that you don't even get to work on because it's not really a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you serious? You should have just said, here, you know, take this for a test drive. Now, I will tell you right now, a lot of the parts on the car, when you say, oh, I want to look at them or I want to test them, see if they're any good, it'll tell you, oh, take it for a test drive and find out. No, just take them off. It's a lot easier to take the part off the car than it is to take it around for a test drive and then be like, well, maybe it's the right side, you know. Okay. Don't you own me. Okay, put this back on. Put that back on. Put the brakes back on. You know, all this hard work that we did to begin with, you know, we'll put that back on. Put the calipers back on. Put the tire back on. Wait, can't put tire on until we put this guy back on, yeah. Which I don't know why, because, well, I do know why. It's a weight differential thing. I like the fact that the game holds you. It's like, nope, you can't do that till you put this on. It's like, okay. Like the fact you got the air wrenches too. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I still gotta put all that on. Okay. Yeah, I gotta reassemble the front. Give me just a minute. Alright, put it on assembly mode. Put your shock absorber back on. Tighten it down. There you go. Grab your torque wrench, which they don't even think exists in this game. Not quite what I was aiming for, but that's fine. Let me get my tie rods. There we, whoops. But yeah, I mean, how many of you guys have to work on vehicles? Like change the oil or change a tire for your parents or whatever. I was like the tire changing king, man. They were always like, oh, I got ran over a nail. You want to take that off and get it repaired? Jack it up and then take the tire off. Have somebody drive me. Throw it in another car. You know. Take it down to the shop and fix it for $5. You know. What, did I not do that right? But yeah, it's another one of those things. It's like, do you want to? You could either pay a mechanic like $70 to have them go in and, you know, put a tire back on a rim, because in order to repair it, you know, they gotta take it off the rim, then they have to put it back on and balance it and all that, and they charge you $70. But if you pulled the tire off yourself at home, went down to the tire repair shop, they'd pull the tire. You know, you take it, say, here's the tire. You know, they take it off the rim for you, fix and patch the hole, and rebalance it for like $5-10. It's like, why not? You know, it'd be insane not to. I absolutely hate taking my car in for anything though. I really do, because like once it's in there, they're like, oh well, okay, you wanted us to do an oil change, but we found, you know, 13 different things wrong with your car, which may be true, but every time I bring it in, you've got something else wrong with it. What started out as a $40 oil change suddenly turned into a $600 you know, car replacement, which I'm not saying it didn't need it, but you know, I hate that. And everybody's like that too. They'll be like, oh yeah. I stay away from mechanics that do you know, the whole like, well, we found this and you'd be okay. Well, yeah. I mean, technically, I'm looking at this car. Everything on here is slightly worn. It'd be okay to replace it. But I'm not going to tell the guy, hey, you need this, because you don't. You know. Did I get everything back on here? Check, check, check. I think we're good. Did I hate it when I go to say, yeah, it's done, and it's like, yo, you left off the rubber bushing. Ah, there's a rubber bushing. No, you, Yep, these guys right here. Yep. Okay. I got one on the other side too. There you go. Yeah, you're telling me that that car is gonna know what's got that rubber bushing on. Yeah. Okay. We'll get it tightened down. What's the amazing thing with this though is this may look slightly complicated, but if you learn like the parts and whatnot, you could make a living out of doing this. You really could. Oh, still one more, huh? No, I know where it is. It's back here, and then I forgot to put it in the thing. Yeah. Yep. Did I do the other side? I don't even know. I think we're good now. Oh, geez, the starter missing? Nah. Nah, we didn't forget to put that back on. You crazy. I don't know what you talking about. First thing I did. Yeah, see, I was like, oh, we'll get that replaced. I forgot to put the starter back on. Okay, is it good now? We're good now. We're up 70,000. Yay! All right, we're at level 13. What do we need? I've unlocked little things here and there. Honestly, half this I don't understand it, because it's like, oh, well, you get this part, right? Like, tire tread tester. It's like, okay, but all I gotta do is take the tire off, it'll tell me. Where's paint shop, dyno, and lift to your dyno diagnostics? Okay, yeah, so we got one more big upgrade. I gotta get to here, which is level 30. Really? God. No, just give that to me from the beginning. So I'm gonna go. Honestly, they were like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to do the barn finds until you get up certain level." But I'm like, yeah, it's true. Like, I don't even know why I've got a garage with 2 bays. I only work on one car at a time. There's no reason to not, or to have that, except that you can get like a couple cars delivered. Oh, that's a pretty car. What's wrong with it? All right, we'll take that. Oh, it's rusted out though. All right, we'll get a couple going here. Let's see. Timing parts. Or do I want to do? Oh, we can do a couple. Brake system and cars loud. We'll take that. Pop that truck in here. All right, put you in bay 1. put you in bay 2. And because I saw it on the thing, we'll just bring this one in. Because it's a simple, easy door fix. Even though I don't have the painting place. All they want it fixed. They didn't say anything about painted. Oh, good God. Front right door, front left door, front bumper, rear bumper, right tail light, left body window. That's body window A. What, you got a pacer? No, okay. Yep, that's the body, all right. I don't see anything wrong with the door, so... Front bumper. Okay. I love how those just slide off, too. It's just like, hold down your button, boom, done. Okay, left. Front left fender, front right door. Okay, I didn't need the door. Good to know. Yeah, that fender is pretty bad. It's completely rusted. Alright, I'm gonna put the door back on. Yeah. But it wanted the window? No, left body window. Okay. Okay. So, usually what I do, if I've got a big list of parts, instead of doing them one at a time like I have been doing underneath the cars, what I like to do is I'll go front left fender. I can add them to my list of... Yeah, why do you... Front right door, it's at 62%. Front right door, front left fender, front bumper, rear bumper. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the shop. The shoppy shop. Bumper? No, that ain't right. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. We gotta type in the type of car you're dealing with. Royal Bronx. No. Bianco. Yeah, let's try that. No, quit. Yep. Okay. Front bumper, yes. Rear bumper, yes. Left door, yes. You got a window for me? Apparently there's only more than one Royal car. Right body window A. Okay. Let's throw on a few parts and see how we do. I mean, I didn't say there's anything wrong with that. Hey, EA Sports, how's it going? I didn't get that. Okay. Yeah. I gotta wonder, what did you guys hit? Because, did I buy a front lift? No, I bought a front. This one I don't even remember. Hope I didn't buy a front left door. I bet I did. Wouldn't put it past me. I've done that a whole bunch of times. It's like, did you get a left or a right? I got a left. Oh, well, you needed a right. Also need to sell those or fix them either way. Yeah. That was dumb. Okay. Alright, let me get back to my shopping. I need a right door. That's a couple $100 I'm not getting back. Okay. Come on, put the mirror on. There you go. Hey, welcome back, Matt. Right tail light. Okay, we need both windows for the doors. Right tail light and front left fender. So... front left fender. There we go. Okay. Good old Frankencar here. Yeah. You gotta put a license plate on? Yeah, I gotta put a license plate on. I guess. Okay. Oh yeah. Although I guarantee you, you gotta take the door off and put it in the door. It's not how this works, game. Yeah, you made a car. Yeah, I fixed a car. All right. What's wrong with this truck? I forget. Oh, braking system needs fixed. Car's loud. All right, we're gonna jack it up. Ha ha ha. No way, Arnold. This ain't gonna be a normal field trip. Did you not see us cruising on down Main Street? I'm thinking the exhaust is a problem. Okay, technically I should be able to pull this off. What is your problem? Oh, I gotta hit my A button, that's the problem. I'm thinking that's high enough. Yeah, it's 47%. What's your... 46, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so see, that's what... Middle muffler. We can do middle muffler. That's not the button I wanted. Yes, one middle muffler, please. Again, though, you can't just do middle muffler and it's like universal for all cars. That is not the way the game works. Each car has different lengths. Honestly, exhaust is just piping. It's just about getting the right diameter. You know, it's not a big deal. Car is loud. Part not discovered. Oh, well, let's take a gander, shall we? Let me guess. You have a manifold that's awful, too. Yep. Exhaust manifold right there. Alright, we'll take care of that in a minute. What else we got? Brakes. Gotta get in the engine for that. And braking system needs a little bit of a cattywampus realignment. Nah, it's not that complicated. Uh-oh. Have you ever worked on a car, Matt? Wait. Before we do that, can I look at the brakes? 85, yep. Okay, we're good. Good. Okay, this side appears to be good. It's called rust. It's not blood. Never worked on an Acer. Wow. Oh, no, a car. Oh, come on, man. Never? You've never had to, like, change the oil or change a tire? That's like teenage work right there, man. You know how many tires I've changed in my life? Ooh, gotta take them brakes off. Okay. Hey, that's like a rite of passage right there, changing a tire. Honestly, the only kids, like, when I grew up that didn't change tires were girls. I don't know why. It's like they, you know, oh, well, I'll have my brother do it, or I'll have my dad do it. And that's not being sexist. It's just, you know, they just didn't want to play with cars. We change brakes. Yeah, you'd be over at a buddy's house, and all of a sudden their parents would be like, "Hey, why don't you guys go outside and take a look at my brakes?" And like, and by take a look, we mean we just bought brake shoes and we want brake pads, and we want you to put them on. Because it wasn't like, you know, we're like, "Oh yeah, you're a teenager. Go out there and tell me what's wrong with my car." No, they knew that they needed new brakes, and they were like, "Here's the brake pads. Go put them on." So you'd spend an afternoon taking a tire. Well, nah, don't you put the car? Don't you do it till we're done. You'd spend an afternoon taking off, you know, jacking up the car, taking off the tire, putting a new set of brake shoes on. As long as they were disc brakes, you were fine. These bad boys right here, though, these drum brakes, there are like 15 springs. I'm exaggerating, but there's springs in between there that you're not getting back on. I don't care who you are. This game oversimplifies this by a lot. You gotta have a special, there's like a special tool, like a special screwdriver. It's got like a round end with this little up lip metal thing that you use to put in the spring, and then you gotta put it on the end. There's like a pokey out, like a pin, and you gotta put it on there and then turn. Basically what you're doing is you're using the screwdriver to put it on the pin, and then unscrewing your screwdriver from the spring. It's rust, Matt. It's not blood. You played too much GTA if you can't tell that that's rust. This is what happens to iron when it gets wet and oxidized. It's rust. It's a normal thing of metal. I mean, they show you old blood. It does look like that because rust or blood has iron in it. Part not discovered. Oh, you. No, don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Come on now, game. We were being friendly. Don't you do this to me. Oh, that's 48. That doesn't even need taken off. Yeah, put that back on. There you go. All right, what do you? Is this one too far gone? Don't, no. Let me look. It's 53%. We put new shoes on? No, we just put that new shoe on. That brake caliper's fine. What about this side? Yeah, stick around. Maybe you'll learn something. I didn't take the I didn't take caliper off. I mean, okay, but I still shouldn't find something. That caliper doesn't look like it's that far gone. Yeah, see, that's not a problem. Brake shoe, brake pad, what do you want me to do? Is that gone? No, that's fine. You don't play GTA. Well, how do you know about the blood under the tires then? Yeah. Explain that one, Matt. Yeah. So yeah, this game has a lot of realism to it, and like I've mentioned before, I think the reason why I enjoy playing it so much is because, you know, of my medical issues. I can't go out there and fix stuff on my cars anymore. I can't. I don't have the skill. Yeah. Oh, the blood. Your mama's a nurse. No, your mom's never had to pull blood off of a wheel. It sounds like some shady business there, Matt. You've been running over people with a car and then having to clean it out of your axle. That sounds like some GTA stuff right there. Okay, 53. Why? Why are you doing this to me, game? Okay. Oh, crap. No, you know what it is? You know what it is? No, I'm being dense. Okay. So we have one piece left in our problem with our brakes, right? And we've determined that the brake pads are good. The brake shoes are good. The drum, I mean, they got a little bit of rust, but they're okay. I mean, basically, unless they're like under 40%, you're probably not going to replace them. So they're fine. You know what the problem is? There is a... I'm putting the tires on. It's in the engine. Wrong button. Yes, put that back on. Put tire on. She works in blood in the hospital. I'd work in a different hospital if I had to work in blood. You'd think they'd clean that up. I'm just messing with you, Matt. I understand. But yeah, if you just assume, hey, why is all their blood on there? It's rust. These are old rusty vehicles here. The way they show that a part is bad in this game is that it's super rusty. Which is kind of silly because honestly, if you're like looking in the car and you're like, oh, I wonder what's wrong. You're not going to be like, yep, the most rusted thing here is the problem. It's the part you need is usually never rusted. Okay. I bet your ABS unit is... Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at the engine. Okay. Brake servo, first of all. How's your brake servo? Can be examined on a test path. Or, here's one better. How about if I just take it off the car? 48%, not the problem. Okay. Okay. Now, here's my problem with this. This truck, even though it's got disc brakes, it should be too old to have disc brakes on the front. It should be. There's no way. Can you... Okay. No, I'm looking for an anti-ABS unit or a master cylinder, which this is the master cylinder. So It shouldn't have an ABS unit. That should have been the part that I needed. What's the other thing that could be brakes? That would be on an older car. The shocks are part of the suspension, so... Brake servo was at 48% and it's not the part we're looking for. So dang it! Okay, that was the part I was thinking it was. Oh, that means... Yeah. The Walking Dead. You know, how they run over zombies. Let me tell you something, they get a little bit of zombie juice in there that's gonna rot out there. You're gonna rot out your suspension, and then it's gonna rot out your brakes. And, yeah, you're gonna be driving not good. All right, it's got to be. These didn't look bad. I'm not gonna take it for a test drive, but I can take it off for like 5 seconds. Yeah, why don't you take it for a test drive? Drum cylinder, 27%. That was it, wasn't it? Yep. You pain in the... It didn't even look bad. If you're gonna be bad, at least be like rusted out with no hope. Did I not buy it? Click, click. Thank you. There we go. Now we're happy. The world is right again. Put your tire back on. Okay. That should be it on this one. We just had a exhaust issue and a brake issue. Whoop. Oh, that's right. We got one more thing we have to do on the exhaust. Got to get the manifold. This is an older truck, so we shouldn't have to pull off much. Of course. Oh, no. They got to... Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, you probably don't have to take off this in order to get to that on this truck. I have yet to see a truck this old built where you had to take the carburetor off to get to the manifold. Intake manifold. You could have taken the exhaust. You could have reached in there with the right socket wrench and taken off the this exhaust manifold. Yeah, there was nothing holding that. All you would have had to do is take that off. Now, is it easier? Probably not. But, you know. Alright, now what is... I mean, exhaust manifold 16B. Okay. Can't spell. Exhaust manifold. 1414. That's 16B. Yeah, it looks right. Okay. Some of these they have, it's like, man. Okay. Okay, I'm already where I need to be. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff you'd have to tighten down with like a torque wrench too. Like maybe not necessarily the exhaust parts, but like fuel intakes, yeah. Oh, this looks... carburetor. Oh yeah, another thing they don't let you do on here is rebuild carburetors. Which is another thing that teenagers usually get stuck doing. You ever had to change your air filter, Matt? That's something fairly common and easy to do on a car. Good and done. Okay. Now, you look like a Trans Am. Ooh. So pretty. God, I don't even think I can get in and out of a Trans Am anymore. Alright, what's the checklist? Looks like we can't start the car, so obviously the starter's probably bad. It's loud when you accelerate, which means it needs a new exhaust. The gearbox is in we can't go, which means we need transmission work. I'm gonna bet it needs a gearbox, a flywheel, gear pulley, the gear pulley clutch. What do they call that? I forget what they. Okay, gearbox. So gearbox and then all the pulleys and whatnot to go with it. So, let's see if the starter is accessible from here. Oh, yep, there's a starter. Is it one of these pain in the butt cars? Nope. Okay. We're good. Ah, this is going to be a beauty. Just stick it in the air and wave it around like you just don't care. And then get sued because the car has flung parts off in all directions and hurt somebody. Possibly dislocated its... Yeah. Yep, middle muffler. You're gonna have a manifold that's bad too, aren't you? Well, it doesn't look bad. Is it a dual exhaust? Crap, yep, right there. Right there. You need to get to it from the engine bay. Fine. Yeah, dual exhaust. What's really bad though? This is really bad. I mean, this looks bad too. That's 14%. What about this one? 10%. Ooh. The only thing that was good was the back end of that muffler right there. Yikes. All right, let's get that squared away first. All right, we need two middles and a rear. All right. Now, hold up. VHOHF. Oh, okay. You're not allowed to be that specific. When you have a part that's just middle muffler, that is just routine for everybody, you're not allowed to have a specific ass end on that. No. When you get to the butt, no. V8OHV. Okay. Okay, we need one rear V8OHV. And we just need two middles. Thank you. Okay. And put these on. Boom, boom. Yeah. I just lined it up and putting a C-clamp on it, actually. There you go. Alright, that should take care of everything except the manifold. Yep. Okay, gearbox, no problem. We can hit that from here. I'll take off the drive shaft. We'll get in the right mode. There you go. Alright, gotta take off the drive shaft and the starter. Which they said that wouldn't start anyway, so we were replacing that anyway. Okay, starter. You know how many starters I've had to take off? Starters are easy too. Once you just take it off, then you go take it over to the shop and you're like, hey, can you test this? Sure, no problem. Okay. The worst part about taking the starter off is walking it to the store. Yeah. Because those suckers are heavy. I took a starter off one time, me and a buddy of mine, right? We had to walk to the store, but it was too heavy for us to carry. Now, we could have traded it back and forth. That was terrible. So we wound up grabbing a little kid's wagon. Just taking it down in the wagon. And, I mean, we decided to heck with it, you know. So we had this car that wouldn't start. So we took off the starter, the solenoid, and we brought the battery in just... So we put all that in the wagon. It made more sense when we put, like, more than one part. So we're like, you know what? We got to take the wagon anyway. What the heck? You know. Flywheel, gearbox, clutch press, clutch plate. Yep. And gearbox. Okay, we need gearbox, V8, flywheel, clutch. Okay. Alright, first thing, let's do the flywheel. Need one of those, yes. The clutch parts are all in one spot if you put in clutch. There we go. We need the plate, pressure, bearing. Hold on, which gearbox? Let's put the flywheel on. Alright, we'll get these parts on first. While we're sitting here staring at it. Yep, put that on to lock it down. There we go. Yeah, this is way more complicated. V8 OHF, okay. Yeah, no F, so OHF. OHV. At least I think I got that right. Yeah. I hate getting it wrong, it costs me money. Okay, then we need to put starter back on. Wait. Oh yeah, that's fine. We want a minimum of 43 and he's got 46 down, so it's fine. Okay, put the drive shaft back on. Okay. Now we good? Starter was okay. That needs a gear. General gearbox is done. Good. Okay, we need to get in the engine. Got two parts we need to check in the engine. Because the starter was okay, which means it could be the coil or the solenoid. It could be the ignition, but I don't think you guys really mess much with that. Okay. Alright, so this right here is the solenoid. Ignition coil, excuse me, that's what they call it. We call it a solenoid. Yeah, 11%, that's what it needed. Yeah, I need me an ignition coil. This one right here. That's a pretty common part too. You can't get her started. That's the first thing I'd look at. Just make sure. Actually, make sure your spark wires are on there good. There you go. Like I said, this game has a lot of really good realism to it. It really does. Okay, so I've got that manifold's okay. This, yeah, that needs to come off. 'Cause it's loud. Exhaust manifold VHOHV. Yep. Exhaust man. V8 OHV. There we go. See, that's another thing. It just says that. There should be like an L and an R version for left side, right side. It doesn't give you that option. So that's kind of dumb. Because yeah, you would need to be specific as to what side of the engine you're on. Because it matters. It really matters. It's the way the pipes are bent. If you were to put this on the other side, that exhaust would be going out the front of the radiator. There we are. I believe that is everything on your list. Bye-bye, you pretty Trans Am. You go. You make somebody happy. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see here. I think we've got time for a car or two more. What do we got in the orders department? Doesn't start anymore. Okay, we could do the story one. Let's take that on. What the heck? Okay, so we have a complex. Let's see. We'll do brakes and an oil change. And just for fun, we'll do the bodywork one as well. Okay. You go to number 1. Thank you. Oh, look, a convertible. Oh, God. Trust me, though, you would not have that in that condition. Good Lord. All rusted up like that. I mean, I know they want to show like it's, you know, it needs a little bit of body work, but to be just rust like that every single time, it should be like scratched or something, you know? Okay. Alright, we're going to do a body work. Here we go. These are not my favorite, by the way. And they're always the ugliest cars. Oh, good Lord. Why do you have a million things? Honestly, that door is not that bad. That fender over there is bad, though. Good God. Front left door, front right door, trunk. Left side mirror. Alright, let's take off the doors first of all. Okay, what else you want? Front right fender, okay. I'm gonna do this in sections. Yeah, bodywork's not making me happy. I'd much rather take off the transmission. I mean, maybe once I get like the paint thing where I can like paint them and make them pretty. Okay, this is what kind of car is this? Olsen Grand Club. Olsen Grand Club. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I need to go to the body shop. Whoop. No, there. Yeah, Olsen Grand Club, okay. I need 2 front doors. Yeah, front right fender. Let's get that taken care of first. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't feel good about doing these either, because I don't have the paint shop, so I can't match and make the paint. I'm churning out Frankenstein vehicles here. We're all in this together. Totally. Let's see. Okay, you need side mirrors. We'll get that taken care of. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Okay. But yeah, here lately, this is what I've been doing at night. Like, I'll come in here about, you know, like 11 or 12 and sit down and be like, all right, who needs a transmission changed? And sit here for a couple hours and relax and just repair cars, you know? Left tail light, right trunk tail light, right body, left body window A. Are that these? Yes. Okay. These are such a pain in the butt that I better do them while I see them, so. Of course, it depends on what they want as well. These are so dependent on, like, what the customer wants. Oh, come on. There we go. Because, yeah, like, with the body, I'd be like, nah, that's okay. You still got 40%, you're good. Trunk and trunk window. Okay, let's get that taken care of. Okay. All right, give me the butt piece. Trunk, yep. Gonna say that's so clear you can't make out what it is, you know. It's fine. Yep, put that on. There we go. Put the winder on. There we go. Okay, what else you want on your checklist here? Left tail light, right trunk tail light. Okay, so that one's okay. But the right trunk tail light. I mean, yeah, that's 20. I can understand why that needs to be replaced. But we need a left tail light and a right trunk tail light. Okay. Technically, this won't fix your light, though. This is just the cover. I mean, you want to get technical with me, game? I can get technical. It's not technically the tail light, it's the cover. The light is the inside part that lights up. And those are fair, but you usually have to take that off to get to it, so. Okay. Oh. I just want to scroll down. Right. Front right door window. Okay. The left one's fine. Yeah, it's 73%. I don't understand why you'd want to replace it. That's 49%. I mean, I'd probably keep it, but that's me. Okay. Okay, front right door window. There we go. Hey, it's your car, man. That wasn't overly bad. No, no, I do not. You know what I'd like to do, though? I'd like to scroll down to see what part it is. No. Why won't you let me over? All right, this is becoming a problem. Oh, we're okay. Well, you couldn't tell me that? I mean, clearly Sure. I mean, I didn't repair every single piece on it because I couldn't see it. That shouldn't be held against me. I got an achievement for something, probably not doing a good job or something. Like, no. Alright, oil filter, change and drain oil. No problem. Then we gotta look at the brakes. Them's the brakes. Alright, Matt, here you go. Pay attention. Decide to change oil in the car. Okay, you ready? You're gonna get your first oil change, and all of y'all, pay attention. This is how you change the oil in a car. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to get you a nice big hydraulic lip. I'm just kidding. You need to get a jack and, you know, brace your tires. First, you need to learn how to jack up a car. But once you get all those things done, the first thing you need to do is find something to catch your oil in. Okay? This is usually done in a shop, but you can usually buy like at Walmart. They've got these great big like yellow, whatever color they are. They're like big. They're oil pans to catch your oil in. Okay? I'm going to teach you, son. We're going to get it done. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put that under your car. Okay. Actually, the first thing you want to do, because you're not in the shop, you're going to want to see what kind of oil your car takes. You're going to want to get about 5 quarts of it. You're going to want to get an oil filter that fits your car. Then you're going to want to get the oil pan to catch the oil, used oil in. Okay, and you're going to need an oil filter wrench. So there's 4 things you need to get first before you go to the store to write down you need. You're going to get those from the store, then you're going to come back. Then you're going to jack the front of your car up a little bit. Either put it on, you know, brace the wheels, do whatever you got to do. Some people get the little stands. That's a separate issue. We're just teaching you the oil part. Okay? Okay. So you need at least those 4 things. So 5 quarts of oil, an oil pan, drip pan to catch it in, oil filter, and an oil filter wrench, because this is your first time. You probably don't have one. Okay. Now, what you want to do is get your oil pan, you know, ready under here. You want to put it underneath where the oil comes out. And if you're looking at your engine from underneath, if I can get there. Okay. So the bottom of your engine here is going to be a big old piece like this. This is called your oil pan. And usually on your oil pan you have, see this little screw right here? That's your drain plug. When you unscrew that, all the oil comes out. Now normally if I was working on this, I would unscrew that with a wrench, and then you watch, you know, you got to make sure your oil pan is right underneath it to catch it. However, the game mechanics are slightly different. Personally, I would unscrew that, but if I go to do that, it'll take it off and then bill me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it down here, tell it to drain. So if you lined it up right, that's what you're going to see. Your oil going straight into your oil pan. Okay. Now normally, depending on what kind of oil pan you have, you set that off to the side while you do your work. So, and then once you get done, the good ones, after you fill the car back up with oil, because usually if you're going to change your oil, you buy one of the great big bottles, not like 5 of the little bitty ones. You buy one of them great big bottles and you use almost all of it, or you do use all of it, and then you pour the nasty oil back into it. They usually come with a filter or a funnel that you can put that back in with. Okay. But that's, again, that's later. This is just your basics. So you drain the oil. Okay. Then every time you change your oil, always, because it's been 30,000 miles or so. Put your plug back in. Don't forget that. That's important. Screw that back in so that you don't lose your new oil. Okay, now if you want to get super clean about this, you take the oil pan off. You're going to wipe it out with like a non-lint rag. But most people, we don't worry about that. We just, if there's a little bit in there, there's going to be a little bit in there because there's some in the engine anyway. It's fine. But the next step here is you need to grab onto this oil filter with your oil filter wrench, and you need to take it off the car. Okay? So there you go. Then, let me get to mine, because I can buy mine. You already bought yours, but I got to go buy mine. This was a what? Like I said, you make sure what kind of oil filter you need before you go out and buy it. So you'll already have it before you start this. Always have all your stuff beforehand. Okay, so I need a 14. It's a blue one. Okay. So then what you do is you put your new oil filter back on. Oh. Wrong button, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Oil filter. Okay, this car needs a 14, which is a blue one. Normally they come in all weird colors, so don't worry about the color of it. Okay. So then you put that back on with the oil filter wrench. You get it good and tight on there. It's got its own little gasket thing. You just make sure it's good and tight on there, and then you're good. Then what you do, because you remember you put your plug on there, then what you're going to want to do, make sure everything's good on there, then jack your car down, get it off the blocks, etc., etc. Then you open up your hood. You take a look at your engine here, okay? On the top somewhere on it, there's going to be this cap that has this funny looking symbol on it. See that funny looking symbol? That's supposed to symbolize like an oil lamp with oil dripping. Okay, you're going to take that off. Then you're going to get a funnel and your big old jar, big old bottle of oil. Like I told you, get the big one, don't get the little ones. You might want to grab a big one and then like one little one just in case. Now, and then you're going to dump the majority of it. Okay, now, this is something you want to pay. Are you paying attention, Matt? Okay, now all of you out there, you paying attention? Okay, so you dump like half to maybe 3/4 of the thing in there. And you give it a minute to get down in there, okay? Then you find the dipstick. No, I'm not calling you names. That's what the name of this is. On your engine, you've got this little yellow ringy thing. That's called an oil dipstick. And this is a long process. I mean, to change it, yeah, but just to check it, no. So now we're going to go over checking your oil. This is what you should do maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. So you grab this yellow ringy thing, and you pull it out, and you see where it is. Now, you can tell that we're like only 3/4 of the way there. You want to get it to, and I can't point. I can't show you. Oh, see, but you have to turn it in your hand a little bit. See how I turn it? Sometimes you got to kind of look to see, because the oil, as good as this game's graphics are, the oil is actually more of a clear color when you get it. So you want to kind of see where it is. So we're about 3/4 of the way. You want to get it up to that max line. So you put that back in. And you give it a little more oil. No, I don't know. Why did your thing crash? Now, I don't know if you just saw that, but the game actually overfilled the oil. The only way to get this game to work 100% is to overfill the oil. That's not what you want to do in real life. What you want to do is you want to add a little bit, give it a minute to settle, and then, oh, if you can see out of your radiator here, then you're going to check it again. Okay, see you're there right at max. That's absolutely perfect. That's where you want it. You're good. Put your dipstick back in. Put this lid cap, put your oil fill plug back on securely, and then you're good to go. You've changed your oil. See, Matt? That's how you do it. There's a few processes. You just have to get like 4 things from the store. Make sure you've got, the new oil, your oil pan, the oil filter. Yep, and you want to do this about every 30,000 miles. So I mean, that's the basics right there. Yeah, every 3 months or 30,000 miles, whichever one you think. I mean, if you don't drive your car a lot, changing it every 3 months would be silly, but at least every 30,000 miles. But I would say if you're doing more than 30,000 miles in a month, technically you should probably change it, or every 3 months. You should probably change it more, but I'd stick with the 3 months. Whichever one's kind of longer for you, I think. But yeah, that's how you change oil, and that's a basic thing. You're a teenager, you should know this. So I'm glad I was able to teach that to the entire internet. Here, how to change your oil. Even though it was completely simplified. I wish you had more tools. I really do, because I'd break out the wrench. I'd show you, okay, you take this, you lock it on, Okay, now we have poor brake performance. This gets a little more complicated. This is where you jack it up and start ripping tires off. Okay. Okay, so this is just brakes. And they don't know what's wrong. So, in order to see brakes, you have to take tires off. You need to learn how to change a tire, too. Because there's nothing to that. Alright, so I'm going to inspect the brakes. That's 1%. That's coming off. Caliper. Alright, so basically on every single brake job, you're probably just going to pull the brakes off. Usually you can tell if you look at them, they're thinner. But this game doesn't go into depth enough to where I can show you other than it says, oh, it's 1%. So. Alright, so I'll show you one of the things we got to do. Brake pad, okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave that off. We're going to make sure, let's find all the pieces that are wrong first before we go putting everything back on. Now, normally if you're changing brakes, like on your own, you're not going to have the car up to where you can take everything off all at once. So you're going to do one side. You'll put the brake pads on, you'll take care of it. Then you go to the next side and see what else you need. See, like that caliper's at 15%. We're going to need a new caliper there. Brake pad's 20%. We're going to need a new brake pad. Those are disc brake, by the way, in case you were wondering. I'm going to go ahead and just check the pads. 74%. See, those are fine. But that drum needs to be replaced. So we're going to wind up taking these off. We'll reuse these pads. Oh, well, you just had class now, boy. You can walk in there and be like, I was schooled yesterday. All right, Matt, take it easy. It'd be funny if you actually were like, I know how to change oil now. But I was just playing around. You take it easy. You have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. All right, let me take a look at the brakes here. I bet it's just these drums. 84%, yeah. 25%, uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I've got one more part that's not discovered. Well, la-ti-da. I bet it's the what you call it, the thing under the hood, the ABS monitor sensor. Okay. Okay, so I know I need 2 discs. Are they ventilated? I don't think they are. Normally those are the front ones. Now you guys look at me and you're like, wow, this is amazing. You know a lot about cars. This is just common things that I had to do as a teenager. I don't really see it as, you know, knowing a lot about cars. It's just things that we did as kids, you know, because we had to, you know. Okay. So what happens when you're poor? You get stuck doing most of the... I know I need one of these. We need 2 of these if I remember correctly. Okay. Yep, put a brand new piece on there. We'll go ahead and put the slightly used brakes back on the back where they were. Whoop, whoop. No, we'll replace the new stuff as we need it, so... I don't remember which one that was, but it'll be fine. Oh, we're working on brakes now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels on because I'm almost 100% certain that the last piece I need is the sensor that's under the hood, so we're good. Okay. Yep, put that on there. Put the brake pad on. The caliper back on. Put the wheel back on. Also, if you were doing this right, because you might as well rotate the tires while you're here, you'd want to go ahead and rotate them, which means you grab the... You go like in diagonal. You grab like the front right, put it on the back left. The front left, put it on the back right. You take those two and put them, you know, crossways. That way, because like all the tires on this side wear this way, all the tires on this side wear that way. And when you flip them to the other side and up, not only are they rotating in an opposite direction, but they're also wearing on the other side of the tire. So, you know, just a reference. And everybody's like, what? Like I said, common teenage stuff where I'm from. This is what teenagers did. And it wasn't because we wanted to. Let's just be clear on that. What we wanted to do was sit in our rooms and play Nintendo all day, regular Nintendo, you know. That's what we wanted to do. What we had to do though, we had to go outside and, you know, like help our dad or mom or whoever was working on this. And usually like if mom had you do it, it was because she had absolutely no clue what she was doing. Sorry, Mom. It's just the way it was, you know. But yeah, it's like I'd be over to Buddy's house and his mom's like, I need this for work tomorrow. You guys need to change them brakes. My buddy's like, yeah, I've done this about 1,000,000 times. I'm like, okay. So yeah, we go put new disc brakes on. It's like, hey, no problem. And oh my God, you never wanted to come home from being over at a buddy's house like over the weekend, and your parents, or you know, your dad, your parent, or whoever, it's like, hey, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, we changed brakes. Oh, so you know how to do that now? No, we don't know how to do that. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Because guess what? You gonna be stuck doing brakes. All right, okay, yeah, we got everything done. All right, I'm sure. Yeah, I just squashed myself under there. Oh yeah, I can see it from here. Look how rusted that is. ABS module. Take that bad boy right off. Okay. All right, yep. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. I got excited. It says green. Just so everybody knows, those don't come off like that. See these things? These are your brake lines. You'd have to take all of those off. They all have nuts. And then, like, hopefully not lose all the brake fluid out of them. Usually it'll hold a little bit. But then once you put those on, you have to get all the air out of it. Taking the modular off shouldn't bother it though. Depends on how it's built. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy the simplicity of some of the stuff they have in this game, but other things it's like, it's not that I'm annoyed because I really don't want to have to do it, but it's like that doesn't work that way, you know. Strange noise from engine. Replace timing. Change engine oil and filter. Alright, so who wants to do an oil change? I'm going to do another one right here. I think we'll take care of that first. Although, honestly, if you're working on the engine, if you could change... If you're going to take off parts, you probably just want to get rid of the oil first. Be like, yeah, get rid of that. Drain the oil. See, this one, the drain pin's right at the bottom. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Where is... Oh, this ain't gonna be one of them ones, is it? Nope. Okay. Oil filter 16. Let's just get a new one of those real quick. Okay. I'll just shove that on. And somebody remind me I need to fill this up with oil. Are we doing suspension work? Engine. Timing. Well, depending on what the... Okay. Yeah. We'll jack it down. We're fine. Like I said, the game doesn't handle well even on a good machine. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, game. I didn't mean to make fun of you. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. All right, just to... Again, you have absolutely no way in this game to get the maximum oil filled correctly. So honestly, what I do is I just overflow it, which is not something you should do to a real engine. If you put too much in there, it will blow. But that's just the mechanics of the game. It's like you cannot hit it exactly, and it won't technically say you filled it up until you hit the max. So you do what you got to do for the game mechanics. Okay. Okay, water pump pulley. Well, obviously the water pump's bad. Timing chain, cam gear. Strange noise from engine bay. Well, you know, that probably is part of the water pump. I mean, in all honesty. Okay. Alright, so let's get in here where we can see. This, I believe, is the... Oh, it's power steering. That's the alternator. So the water pump is behind here. Now, usually, yeah, your water pump is right behind this fan, which you got to take off depending on the car. Most newer cars, they don't have these big fans like this. They'll have a little plastic fan on the radiator to keep it cool. Okay. So this is your water pump. It has two water hoses, which this game doesn't give you hoses. It's like, nope, they don't exist. So, all right, we'll take off this belt. We'll take off this belt. There we go. We'll take off the water pump because we need to replace it anyway. There's usually a gasket there to, you know, keep you from doing anything silly. Crankshaft pulley, we'll take that off because this is your timing belt. All the stuff we need to get to is in here. Haha! Oh, it's a nice one. Timing chain. Let's see. Whoops. Wrong button. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Replace timing parts. Timing chain and cam gear. Water pump, pulley, water pump. Okay. But then you have a strange noise as well. Can you describe the noise? Yeah, just don't tell me strange noise. Give me a hint. Okay, cam gear. $16B, okay. Yeah, overall, just looking. I mean, nothing just screams, hey, this is the problem. So I'm going to replace, go ahead and, well, should I, if I have to tear this down? That's the problem. Okay. Well, honestly, the timing should be way more complicated than what they're showing here. So, I mean, I'm with you. But just overall, just this general stuff, nah. A water pump is something fairly easy. You guys should be able to take care of. Oh, we need a new starter. Look how badly. Ooh. Yeah, guys, you guys should be able to take a starter off a car. It's 2 bolts. Well, you got to jack it. Usually you have to jack it up because it's towards the bottom of the engine. But it's 2 bolts. And then boom. You're good to go. Just take it down to the shop. Be like, hey, can you test this for me? No problem. Super simple to do. It really is. Okay, so the starter was one of the noises. Okay. You know, it's like, what else could be noisy under here? The fan that we took off, definitely. I mean, steering rack, maybe. How's the radiator? Can we look at that? Okay. I like this tool, but what I don't like about the tool is, oh, it can be examined if you take it off the car. That's 54%. That shouldn't be an issue. Like, nope. Okay. As I said, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, you wouldn't just randomly pull the radiator off your car. There's a lot of work involved in that. No. But in the game, it's like, hey, no problem. Okay, I don't see anything specifically wrong. So that means we're going to have to get into the pistons. All right, we're doing a full teardown. This is definitely complicated and not something that you should be doing at home unless you know what you're doing. There's all kinds, like the timing belt too. You can technically do it, but you need to get, you need to have a little bit of education on the timing of that, because if you throw the timing off in the car, you're going to mess up everything. I mean everything. Okay, oh wait, let me get the spark plugs off first. Okay. Before I get too deep into taking the head off. Okay. It does look like the distributor... Oh, sorry. This distributor looks like it could be bad. It's slightly rusty. There's usually, there's 2 clips on the side of it you gotta take off. I've taken off enough of these too to... Yeah, and these wires I just yanked off of there with willy-nilly, doing nothing. You need to know what order those were in on the distributor cap, because there's a specific firing order that these have to go in. So just taking those off, just throwing them to the wind, no, you've screwed up your car already. Okay. No, those were all okay. Okay. All right, so maybe it will be spark plugs and we'll get off easy. Yep. Nope. By the way, these don't come out while you're with your hand. You're going to be using a deep welds specific spark plug socket wrench for it. Just so everybody's aware. I mean, this game makes it look like it's like, yeah, I'm just pulling them out with my hands. Nah. Okay. This is a 6-cylinder engine? Yeah. You can tell because it has 6 spark plugs. Alright, head gasket. Or the head cover. There's a gasket in between here that they also do not go in. Into, I should say. Alright, let's take off this exhaust manifold. Yeah, nothing is just screaming, hey. This is the reason why there's noise. So I'm gonna have trying to take a look at the pistons. But we have to get rid of all these rocker arms, and there's 2 per piston. This is definitely something you're not gonna do randomly. Somebody's gonna say, hey, my car's making a noise. You're gonna be like, it's haunted. That'll be $10, you know. That's when you tell them, yeah, you need to take it to a mechanic. I don't know. Because this, honestly, there's no way you would get this done in one day. Like, it would take you all day to take off everything, and that's if you've got somebody helping you. Not to mention, you know, like, some of these pieces you have to have, like, a torque wrench. Because they need to be specifically tightened. All this stuff you need to learn. But no, this right here, this is not something I'd be like, hey guys, why don't you go do that? No, definitely not. This is in the realm of fantasy right now. Fun to watch though. I mean, if you like, you know, engines or cars or anything with detail, it's definitely fun to play with on the PC. I like the fact that, like, if let's say, okay, I'm halfway through this and I get tired, I can just walk away. It's like, nope, I don't need, it's not a vehicle I need right this second. I can walk away, save it, and come back, and nobody's angry. It's great. Okay. Alright, I just need to take a look at the pistons here real quick. Because we have so many parts that are not found that I'm betting it's a piston issue. I debated whether or not I was going to play this, but I have been having so much, well, you know, I don't want to say it's fun, but it's very interesting. I don't know, yeah, it's like, it holds my interest because there's so many weird things that you could do with the car. And the fact that they've simplified it so much. You know, I'm not going to say that I enjoy tedious games, but this is interesting to me because I like working with my hands. And it's probably why I decided to go into computers, you know, because I like to work with my hands. It's just my hands no longer like to work with me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you've got muscular dystrophy and, you know, you can't lift things anymore and your coordination's off and all this good stuff, it's like you can't do a lot of the stuff you used to do, and it sucks. But to be able to get in here, and I'm using a controller, by the way. I find it easier than the keyboard. Except for typing when I need my parts. But yeah, I find it comfortable and a lot easier. And yeah, honestly, if I could take an engine apart with a controller, I probably still would. Okay, we're gonna take off the head covers here. And there we go. Ugh. Yeah, you see those black circles right here? I believe that these pistons are having a problem. Oh, can be examined with a compression tester. Wait a minute, do I have that? Oh, wait. Examine tools. Compression tester, I have it. Oh, well. Pfft. You could have told me that before I tore it apart. Nah. You know what? I'm just going to say they're bad. Because honestly, looking at them, I mean, look. This is completely black. There is no way that is not bad. Alright, we need to take off this. What do we need? Okay, let me back up a minute. Alright, so in order to take off the pistons, you have to jack it up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pistons and piston rings. See, that's another thing about the game. It's like, yeah, technically I'd use the compression tool first if I had the option. I just filled that car up with oil, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. Or did I not fill it up because I knew I'd be back? I honestly don't remember. Anybody remember if I did? Apparently I did. Oh, yeah. I'd recycle that oil. I would specifically get a pan just to make sure I got the new oil in it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take off the oil pan. So if you ever wonder what's underneath, it's pretty much right up there to your drive shaft. Alright, so the pistons are all locked down. That piece looks bad. It's not, though. Alright, because I don't know what pistons need to be replaced. I mean, honestly, if I had to guess, it's just these couple. This one, because it's like black. That one. How many things do we have wrong? 1, 2, 3. Oh, valve. There was a valve push rod that was bad. Alright, so we have 3 things that are wrong. I'm guessing it's those couple of pistons. Alright, I'm not going to take them all off just because visually the game does like to give you hints. So, let's see if I got the right ones undone. Okay. Whoop. Okay. I hate the fact that it, like... No? Make a liar out of me, game. Come on now. I mean, they're in terrible condition. I guess I'm gonna have to pull them all. Alright, we'll take them all out. Now, those are showing at 50%. Those look the worst, though. Just the visuals that the game gives you are the worst. I should use my compression tool. I should have, but... See, I just recently got that. I'm not used to actually using it. That's the problem. Okay. Would it be the caps? Those look terrible as well. Let's see. I think I've got all of the... Nope, there's one more. Okay, I think I got all of them. I'm not gonna take the drive shaft off or camshaft. Okay. But again, like, this is not something you would be doing like on a regular basis. You definitely wouldn't be taking out the pistons and... Okay. So the game says no. That is not strange noise from engine bay. I mean, obviously the starter was part of it. I would assume maybe the solenoid. What else could it be? I mean, we could take this off. Take off the ignition coil at 70%. Of course, you don't want me to take that off. Not in the engine bay. I wouldn't assume it was a suspension. Accessible from the engine bay. Where do you think I am? Yeah, I was just because I was on suspension. It was like, oh no no no. Camshaft? No. All right, we take off the alternator. Yeah, alternators are also fun to play with. When it comes to diagnosing engine parts. Nice car change. Yeah, we're pretty much going to take the engine apart. We're going to take the entire engine out. It's going to be a suspension issue. This drives me crazy. I mean, honestly, that doesn't look like it's bad. What looks bad, though, is the bearing cap. Okay, yep, that's... Okay, yeah. I was going to say, if you ask me, it's the caps. Alright, so these two things are definitely wrong. But see, I was on the right trail. Okay, so what's the oh wait, here it is. Yeah, it was these caps. I didn't have to take out the pistons, but those looked bad as well, the caps. You pain in the butt. Okay. Alright, we have solved the mystery. Crank. Shaft. Crankshaft bearing caps. There we go. I need 3 of them. Thank you. Alright, let's get this assembled. He was there a little bit ago. And honestly, yeah, he's usually here a lot. I don't know, just this week it seems like a lot of people have been busy or something. Okay, I need to... Ugh. Alright, make sure you get... There we go. Zoom in a little bit. Is it here? Nope, that one's already there. Is that one there? That one's there. Here it is. Okay. Valve push rod. Okay, we gotta get one of those and starter. Alright, let's put those in. That view. Crank. Yeah. Just one regular one, please. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna jack the car down, we're gonna put the pistons back in. We're gonna jack it back up, we're gonna put that on, put the oil filter. Okay. Okay. Put. No, come on. Okay, you should be able... Piston, yes. Yeah, they're at 69, 70%. That's fine. The game should understand when I'm on repair that I want to put the piece in, not look at what's underneath it. There we go. I still say those couple of those pistons need to be replaced, and if it was my car with my money, I'd probably do it. Yeah, because those rings look like they've seen better days. Do you mind? I still have one more piston I need to put in. I think, don't I? I mean, he does. Like I said, he's been here a lot. He was here earlier. I just don't know why he didn't stick around, you know? Oh, maybe I've got all those on. Okay. Here we go. We'll get our exhaust manifold back on. Get the top one put back on. There we go. Let's see, yeah. Put our air filter back in. And honestly, that looks dirty enough. I probably would have changed that anyway. But it's 70%. I mean, almost wish you had that in real life. Like, you could tell, like, what percentage just by looking at it. Be like, yeah, it's like 30%. Yeah. Okay, oh, maybe the starter. Hold on. Starter. I honestly, no. I can't. My muscular dystrophy will not allow me to get under cars or work on cars. I can barely hold tools anymore because of the weight of them. I can't keep going with it. I between my muscles and the fact that I have a trach and can't hardly breathe, I wouldn't be able to get under a car to put a starter on. I mean, I've done this as a teenager when I could still move. That's why I know so much. It's because, you know, as a kid, we would have to take off starters and change them out for our parents and stuff. And, you know, obviously a kid's way cheaper than a mechanic, especially for basic things like changing oil or changing brakes. But I do find the game itself interesting because I used to work so much with my hands. Now, see, as I got older, I mean, honestly, if you ask me, I hate working on cars. I hate it. But it's because, you know, I mean, if you've ever been out in the middle of January in 20-degree weather, having to put on an exhaust pipe with your bare hands, you would probably not like it either. You know how many tires I've changed in the dead of winter? I mean, I'm honestly surprised my hands have feeling from all, you know, I should have gotten frostbite, you know. It's not fun work. It's not. But I enjoy this game because I'm not freezing to death outside, you know. I'm comfortable in here and I don't actually have to lift anything and maneuver it around. All I have to do is just move it on the screen. So I mean, technically, I mean, I enjoy watching like a good job. I enjoy the technical side of this, which is probably why I got into computers as I got older, because I like the technical sides of the hardware. But yeah, to be able to actually do it in real life, I can't. I just can't. It's too demanding on me physically. I mean, honestly, I can't even work on computers anymore. Like, if my computer right now, it needs a couple things inside. I need somebody to come help me get it to where I can move it so I can take it, you know, take the screws off and then get it to work. Because I can't even hardly lift a computer. And that's the truth of it right there. And that's why I'm here on YouTube, because it's like, I'm playing video games. I've been a gamer all my life. I really have. But here lately, as my medical conditions progress, it seems like I can do less and less things in the real world. So I do more and more things in the virtual world, you know? I mean, I've completely enjoyed this game just for that. And I'm sure anybody else who has a physical type disability and has worked on stuff in the past would probably enjoy doing this game too. If not just for the fact that they can. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, would I like to if I was able to? Maybe. You know, if I had the ability to do what I gotta do, maybe. Also, this lot... Oh, wait, did I get the wrong one? 16B, I did get the wrong one. Wait, what is that called? You have to be specific. Valve push rod, yeah. That's what that is. But yeah, like basic things like changing your oil and stuff. I wish I could still do that. I would do that right now to my vehicle. I have nothing better to do. But, you know, I also have a son that is 21 and has absolutely no desire whatsoever to work on anything. So if I want to get anything done, I've got to take it somewhere. This is stuff we did as a teenager, you know. I tried to get my son to learn certain things and do that, but he never wanted to learn it. And my other son, he has, you know, ADHD TV. He can't concentrate enough to actually put an engine together or, you know, change an oil or anything like that. So hopefully one day he gets to where he's calmer and he can do it. Because, you know, I mean, it's, you know, as a man, you know, no, I'm not going to say that, but just as a person, when you like to do things yourself, when you like to work with your hands, there's a great sense of accomplishment that you get by being able to, like, change your own oil. I mean, you guys just don't understand the feeling of accomplishment that, hey, I can do this. I didn't have to take this into somebody. You know, I can do it with my own hands. That's something that a lot of people lack nowadays, which is why I see a lot of weird things. Like, people have really strange hobbies, and it's because they get that sense of accomplishment from it. But yeah, back in the day, not really a hobby. We were forced to work on cars and on our weekends because, you know, like the family vehicle needed something and we didn't have like $120 to give the mechanic. So, you know, you change your oil, it costs you maybe, I don't know, with an oil filter and 5 quarts of oil back in the day, maybe like $25. And you're like, here, I had to a teenager, here, change my oil. I mean, obviously you want one that actually knows what they're doing. You're not just going to be like, figure it out. But, you know. But yeah, like to change out a spark plug or something like that. You do it. And, you know. And you may think the spark plugs. You have to keep in mind. A lot of us people, teenagers back in the day, we mowed lawns. A lawnmower has a spark plug on it. One of the things that would keep you from keeping your engine started would be the spark plug, because a lot of people don't take care of them. So if you have somebody's like, hey, can you mow my yard? I've got a mower. You can't get the thing started because you had to take the spark plug out, you know, and just scrape off the carbon on it. I mean, there's little things like that you now know what a spark plug is. But yeah, it's little things like that. I don't think the teenagers nowadays know or do or anything. And it's like, you know, there's a whole generation of people that don't know what to do, so to speak, you know. Okay, I know I don't. Okay, well. Okay, yeah, I got to get that back on the front. Got to put the oil back in. Okay. Okay, water pump. This is what pumps the water through your system to your radiator. God, which one do we need? 16B. Okay. Hey, Pharaoh, welcome. Yeah, you actually are. I shouldn't have been on. This is just taking me a little bit longer because I wanted to get this car finished up that I'm working on. So, yeah, I should have been off here about 20 minutes ago. Okay, let's see. B. 16B. That right there. Okay. Okay, yeah. You got lucky. You didn't miss it this time, but you almost did. As soon as I get this car put together, though, I am leaving. I gotta go track me down some dinner. Hunt it like a caveman. You know how they used to do it back in the day when they got into the refrigerator and went, yep, I'm having that. Yep, that's what I gotta do. Water pump pulley, okay. Water pump pulley, water pump pulley. Only got one of them, that's good. That's another real thing, though, that you And normally, yeah, the water pump pulley, there's not just one that fits every car. You gotta have a specific one. Did I just put that on nothing? No, I don't know. Yeah, but the camshaft, crankshafts. Let me get the cam gear. Wait, whoa. Cam gear. Of course, so which one do I need? 16B, of course. It's a 16B car. You know, 16B car. Okay. Timing chain 16B. There we go. Sprocket was okay. Okay. Yeah, see all this timing stuff, you have to get it on there like super precise. Otherwise your car won't start. And you got to make sure you line up, like there's usually an arrow on one of the parts, you got to line it up with the rest. Make sure it's lined up and then get the chain on there. Keep it steady. I mean, there's all kinds of extra stuff they don't do. Okay, I need to get this back on. So we can put the alternator on. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't have the tensioner. There's usually a tensioner on here. Some of the alternators have it built in. This one doesn't look like it does. Oop. There we go. Okay, yep, get the fan back on. Now that was a bit of a nightmare, okay. Do we have everything on? We need to put oil in the... We need to put oil back in the engine. Oh, I didn't put the oil pan back on. Okay. That's right. I didn't do the under the car work here. Give me a minute. I gotta screw all the pistons back on. Okay. Perfect. There we go. I should have looked a little bit closer before I start pulling the rod caps off. Just looked for the rusty ones that were under here. But I figured by this point it was going to be the pistons or the piston rings. Yeah. Okay. Oil pan, there we go. Okay. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Let's put some oil in this bad boy. And then see what I've forgotten to put on. I think we got it. I mean, good lord, it was an adventure. To be sure. Like I said, there's no way to tell. So, there we go. Yep, good. Okay. Check mark, check mark, check mark. Fuel pump. Okay. Yeah, where did I put the fuel pump? Oh, right here. Of course. Why did I put that on there earlier? Because I got sidetracked putting on all the front pieces. Yep. Okay. Oh! Nightmare's over. Okay, guys. I am going to get out of here now that we fixed that car. I've got 79,000. I'm working my way up. Once I get the painting place open, I'm going to start going to barns and finding like extremely beat up things and, you know, polishing them off, making cool classic muscle cars. But for right now, I'm going to go eat some dinner because I have had a hard day fixing cars. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. As always, I like chatting with you guys. I hope you guys learned maybe a little something. Maybe, you know, not specifically every detailed point on how to change your oil, but maybe, you know, that you see it in here a couple times. You're like, you know what? Maybe that's not that bad, and I can do that for myself, or change a tire, you know, or whatever. But hopefully it didn't run too bad. But I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay out of the hospital if you can. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.